Stay fresh music.
Yo, so what's going on guys, it's your boy LaazrGaming. Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, recently Rockstar Games have been releasing a ton of brand new content, including cars, warehouses, apartments, clothes, you name it, Rockstar Games are releasing it. Now with all of this brand new content, I have received a ton of messages and comments from you guys asking me can I put together another best money making method video. Now usually I'd like to focus on one epic money making method per video, however I have realized there is so many different levels of players that watch my videos. Some of you guys might be ranked 600, some of you guys might be ranked 10, some of you guys might have a warehouse, some of you guys might only have $500,000 in your bank account. So instead of me focusing on one epic money making method in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 best ways to make money as of today. Hopefully you guys do appreciate me covering much more methods in one video, as like I said, I'm sure all of you guys are aware we're all different ranks, we have a different amount of skill ability, and what might be the best money making method for one player might not necessarily be the best for you. So at least if I cover 5 different methods, there will be at least one that all of you guys can jump on today and start your grind. Now I do want to emphasize all of these methods I'm showing you are 100% legit, so they will not get you banned. These are no GTA 5 money glitches. In fact, I would actually suggest you guys stay away from doing GTA 5 money glitches. When you guys see how much good money you can earn legit in game, there really is no point risking losing all of your garages and all of your money or receiving a 2-week ban for literally just trying to make some quick cash when it's not even really necessary. So as always, if this video does help you out in any way, shape or form and you do want to see more money making guides in the future, all I ask is you show support for a like down below, and also do feel free to subscribe if you guys are new, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so as you guys can see on screen right now, it'd be disrespectful of me if I didn't include this method in my top 5, because as you guys can see, you will earn some insane payouts, and that is basically making the most of the new adversary mode during the double money and RP promotion, which is currently still going on and will do for the next 4 to 5 days. Now, some of the methods I'm going to include in this top 5 are solo, and some of them will require friends. This one isn't 100% solo, however it can be done solo, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I would rather grind out this first method with a bunch of friends. So if you guys don't have that many friends that play GTA 5 online, just leave a comment down below and say willing to grind method 1, need some players, leave whatever console you're on, make sure you leave your gamer tag or your PSN, and you might be better off leaving whether or not you've got a mic, because a lot of players out there won't play with you unless you've got a mic, and the same with guys with no mics. You guys can easily grind this out, 4 players, no mics, as long as you know what you're doing, because what you guys will have to do is set this adversary mode up in the right way to maximize the most amount of money. So first things first, what you guys would want to do is go ahead and create a playlist and just put like 3 of these new adversary modes in that playlist, because what this will be doing in the long run is saving us a bunch of time as well as earning a nice playlist bonus. Another great thing about this method, if you guys aren't aware, Rockstar Games are always changing how payouts work with races or adversary modes or anything like that in contact missions. Now, one of the biggest factors used to be depending on the amount of plays you had. So in some cases, you might be better off doing 2v2s or 3v3s because you're getting the player bonus, just like the stunt races, which is also offering good money, but it's nothing compared to this. Honestly, once you guys see the amount of money I make easily, I guarantee all of you guys will be jumping on this tonight and making some serious dosh. And this is another reason why I'm uploading it today, because it's Friday. I know a bunch of you guys are going to be off school, off work. You'll be able to jump on GTA 5 and grind it out over the weekend. However, one of the best factors about playing this new adversary mode, as you guys can see in the bottom right, it only requires a minimum of 2 players, and you guys are not going to be receiving any bonus money for inviting more players in. This is a big misconception I've seen a bunch of people having, and I will prove this to you in the video. You can have a full lobby and I'm going to be earning exactly the same I would be with a 1v1, and it's much better to play 1v1s because you can kind of control the game. It's more open and fair. You haven't got to rely on some random noobs. So as always, if you guys don't have that many friends on GTA 5 online, do be sure definitely 100% to leave a comment down below with whatever console you're on. Leave your gamer tag or your PSN, because as you guys will see later on in this video, whether you guys are winning or losing on this new adversary mode, everyone is going to be receiving an insane amount of money, and it's much better than grinding out anything else as of right now in GTA 5 online. So like I said, leave your gamer tags or your PSNs down below, find some players to put together, because like I said, you can do this over the entire weekend, next weekend or the weekend after. This is not ending until the 17th, boys, so there's no rush. Nonetheless, once you guys get to this part of the menu menu where you're going to set the game up. It's very important that you guys are going to set the game up exactly how I do right here. So you want to have team balance enough. You can put the time of day on anything you like. It's very important you guys put first to win 4 rounds. Now it is also quite important, like I said, how you win the rounds. I will be breaking down the bonuses a bit later on in this video, so make sure you watch that part. Nonetheless, once you guys have put it on 4 rounds, you want to put vehicle lock on anything you prefer. Then secondly, you want to put it on team lives, 25 lives, and then lastly you want to put the game type on last alive rather than deathmatch. Once you guys have done that, go ahead and start the game. Make sure you guys do take note of how I've set this game up, because you guys will need to set this game up how I done to maximize the most amount of money. Now the most important part about this new adversary mode is you no longer have to push the game into overtime to earn the maximum amount of money. You still will earn the max money for going into overtime, however it isn't really necessary and you can save yourself an extra 3 minutes every game. Just make sure that the game goes over the 9-minute mark and you guys will be receiving a max payout from that round. Now like I said, you can earn a bunch of different bonuses with this new adversary mode, so what I'll actually do is leave a link down below in the description to this method where I fully break it down, every single thing, all of the bonuses as well as all of the time differences, in case you guys don't want to spend 9 minutes in the game. You can work out what actually suits you guys best, so you can maximize the most amount of money depending on how you guys play the game. But it is worth mentioning, out of all of the different bonuses you guys can earn, the one that I will tell you about right here in this video is the winners round bonus. Now how you guys will earn this is by winning the rounds back to back. So let's say for example you was playing against a level 5 and you're a level 200. What you guys could actually do is just let the other guy beat you guys 3 rounds in a row, because like I said, you're putting it on the first to win 4 rounds. It's not the best out of 4 rounds. I did see a few comments in my last video with people really confused about best of and up to. So let me re-emphasize that it's the first to win 4 rounds, which means you have a potential of playing 7 rounds. So like I said, if you're confident in yourself that you're better than the opposite player, then go ahead, let him win a few rounds, and then you guys can just win all of your rounds back to back and earn some insane payouts. Like honestly guys, for winning these rounds back to back, you're talking about $80,000 without double money and RP, so 160k. So when you take that and then you put it onto the 80 or 90k that you earn in game, like I said, you guys will be earning easily over 200k per game from playing this mode, making it hands down for me the best method to be grinding. And considering it's so goddamn fun, it won't even feel like you guys are grinding money. As we all know, heists, missions and all of that old ways of making methods, they really did drag on and they got repetitive and you'd end up getting bored of doing them. Whereas with this new adversary mode, you guys are having fun, you're on the mic interacting with your friends and just trying out new stuff. And the fact that we're earning so much goddamn money and RP, I do want to emphasize, you earn a shit ton of RP for doing this method as well. As you guys can see on screen, over 200k made from that one game and nearly 30,000 RP, which is just mind-blowing. And like I said, if you guys prefer, you can do this solo. I've been doing this solo for the past few days, just been jumping in games with random people, and as you guys can see here, this game that I played with a bunch of randoms, and I was able to make an insane 125k and a very nice 15,000 RP. And like I said, that was just coming against a bunch of randoms, me just playing the game solo. Now the reason why I've been winning doing it solo, because if you guys watch my actual main video where I covered this method, I give you guys a bunch of tips and tricks to use whilst playing this game. Because like I said, I always play GTA 5 legit. You can go ahead and boost these methods, but it's practically pointless to me because the losers earn such good money as well. You're better off playing the game legit, coming online, trying your best, and then going for the much bigger payouts. So like I said, if you guys do prefer to grind this method out solo, I will leave a link to the video down below in the description where I cover all the tips and tricks as well as fully breaking down what this game mode is all about. Nonetheless, moving straight into the second money making method in this video, and as you guys probably know, that first method does require a bit of time if you guys are sitting on GTA 5 for a little while with a bunch of friends. So I thought it only made sense for my second method, I'd show you guys an extremely quick money making method that could be done in free roam, and that is by doing the brand new time trials. If you guys aren't aware, time trials come out every single week on GTA 5 and will earn you guys a very nice $50,000 for usually just a couple of minutes. However, this week's time trial is literally only 47 seconds, so you'll be earning 50 grand for riding a bike for 47 seconds. I know it sounds like a mad money glitch when you hear those stats, but like I said, considering you're earning such a good payout in such a small time, I had to include this method in this video. Now this week's time trial is called Mount Gordo. I do cover the time trials every single week, but like I said, considering it's only 47 seconds, I'm just going to whack the whole time trial in this video for you guys. Suggest doing this time trial during the day. However, I go ahead and make things harder for myself just to prove that this challenge is extra easy. I both do it in the night time, which it's harder to see a load of rocks and trees. Plus, I do it when I have a train coming on face first with me, and I still manage to do this time trial straight away. So without having a train and doing it in daylight, it's even easier. So I'm pretty sure 100% of you guys won't have any issues doing this. So once you guys arrive at a time trial, as you can see, you want to have only your back wheel in this little semicircle. So when you start it, you do have a little second advantage. Keep pulling little mini wheelies to increase your speed and head straight onto the train track. As you guys can see, you want to pass this first bridge, you want to pass the second bridge, and then you want to take an immediate right, as you boys can see here. Keep on holding down A to increase your speed, or X on the PlayStation. When you take an immediate right, go up this little hill. You want to find this little dirt path right here. Do be careful, there is tons of little rocks on this little thing, which I could barely see, like I said, during night time, and I still managed to do it. I've done this again during the daylight, which I will show you guys after, but you want to keep on just moving left and right in between these rocks, holding down A and slightly doing little mini wheelies every 2 seconds or so. Now once you guys arrive at this big bush, take an immediate left, and then bang, you guys will see the finish line right in front of you, and you guys will earn an insane 51k for literally 40 seconds worth of driving a motorbike. And if you guys do want to see me complete this time trial during the daytime, I will leave a link to that video down low in the description. Nonetheless, moving on to the third method in this video, and as I'm sure you guys are aware, one of the best ways to be making money in GTA 5 online is by using all the new warehouses and businesses. However, a big misconception and a big question by many people is, what is the best business to invest in, or the best warehouse? Should I start selling drugs? Should I start selling cars? Should I start stealing crates? And what I can say to you guys is, as of right now, all the way up to the 17th, you guys will be earning a 25% bonus on all vehicle export sales. I already do an ultimate money making guide to do with the import export DLC, fully breaking down and showing you guys by far the best and easiest method to make the most amount of money using these new import export warehouses. So I will leave a link to that video down low in the description, as there's no point in me repeating myself, and I've already put together a big video for you guys. Nonetheless, as this promo runs all the way up to the 16th of January, a very quick and vital tip I'm going to give you guys to bag the most amount of money during this promo is just to stack up as much cars as possible. Literally fill up your warehouse to the brim. Don't sell anything, and then only sell the cars once you've filled up your warehouse in collections, because you guys will be earning 25% more on not only the vehicle sales but also on the collection sales, which is definitely worth it in the long run. Now, besides the extra money promo currently running, Rockstar Games are also running some other promotions that I will quickly let you guys know about, and by far the second best promotion to fit in for any of you guys that don't currently own a warehouse is 25% off all vehicle warehouses and special cargo warehouses, plus 25% off all the renovations, which can be quite pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time 25% is a massive chunk. So if you guys are spending around $1 million, to save $250,000 on what you guys would usually be spending is pretty generous on Rockstar Games, I'm not gonna lie. Nonetheless, moving straight into the fourth method, and this is a method that I come up with myself, so I do want to give a massive shout out to the crew members Frivo and Javi, who helped me actually discover and come up with this method. And I also do want to give a massive shout out to everyone who reposted this method on YouTube and acted like they didn't see it on my channel, as this is the only place you would have saw this method, as I was the first person to post it because I actually came up with it. But once again, a massive shout out to all the fuckboy fake GTA YouTubers who love to copy whatever I post and don't give me no shout out whatsoever. You're legends. And in truth, I probably wouldn't even want a shout out from half of these dudes. They usually just blabber on about a fake giveaway that they never end up doing, and their entire channels are practically just based on lies and copycatting people. Literally, half of these dudes are lacking some serious personality. Hey guys, I show you a glitch today. As you can see, stand here. Shut the fuck up. Nonetheless, moving straight into this method, what this method is going to combine is two different VIP works that I do find the best. However, most importantly, it's the spots that I'm going to that make this method AFK, or away from keyboard. So you're practically just going to be getting free money in free roam. So once again, this method is perfect for you guys that like to play GTA 5 but also like to do other stuff in the background. So whether you guys want to watch a bit of TV and play GTA 5, eat your dinner and play GTA 5, or just have a chilled session, you can easily do this method and stack some serious cash. So first things first, you guys want to go ahead and obviously register as a CEO or a VIP so you're able to launch any VIP work or challenge. Now, if you guys are very new to GTA 5 and you're still even unable to do this, all you guys want to do is leave a comment down below underneath this video with your PSN or your gamer tag and just say need CEO. I'm sure it won't take that long until you get some replies. So once you guys are in a free roam session and you've registered as a CEO, you now want to hire one associate. That's all you guys will need is one associate. So I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys have at least one friend or one crew member that you can invite to do this with, or as I just mentioned a minute ago, you guys can just look in the comment section down below and find yourself an associate, or you can leave a comment yourself and say I'm a CEO looking for an associate on whatever console you're on. Nonetheless, the majority of the time, if I'm going off personal experience, if you guys just want to go into a public session and just spam out invites to random players, you don't even need this player to be good, you just need him to join your CEO. So it's very easy to get someone to join your CEO. Coming from someone that actually plays GTA 5 daily, I've sent out a bunch of invites to random people every time and I always get people joining my session, and I'm able to do this method with them straight away, no hesitation. Of course, it's always best to do it with a friend, but like I said, if you guys have no friends or whatsoever that play GTA 5, don't worry, you won't be missing out on any friend bonuses or anything like that you usually earn from doing contact missions. So going off feedback from my previous money guides, you guys seem to really like it when I start these money guides as if I just jumped on GTA 5 for the first time on the day. So as you guys can see on screen, I'm outside my office, the Maze Bank office right now. I've got a crew member to become an associate, so now he's an associate. What you guys want to do, the first thing you guys want to launch is go down to VIP challenges and you want to start most wanted. And as I did mention earlier, of course everyone now knows different work and different challenges, however it's the method we're going to be using to complete this which just makes this method so goddamn easy, you really can't complain. So as you guys can see, I actually started most wanted from outside of my office. You guys don't have to do this. The reason why I'm doing it for the video is just so you guys can clearly see a bit of a route on how I actually get to the location that we have to, that the police won't be able to get us. So if you guys have never done this before and you're completely baffled with what's going on right now, most wanted is a challenge between you and the fellow organization members to survive the longest with a 5-star wanted level. However, I remember back in the day, I started this unexpectedly on one of my friends trying to troll him so he can get 5 stars after him, and he ended up just driving and he ended up discovering this little location which I'm going to show you on screen right now that is just the perfect AFK spot to complete this straight away without any stress. So all you want to do as I'm doing on screen, follow this train track, keep driving straight, and then we're going to park up just on the right side of this train track where the police won't be able to get us. The great thing about this, like I said, it's perfectly legit. As you guys can see, we just found the perfect spot to avoid the cops getting us without using any glitches, any wall breaches or any exploits like that. I'm going to pull it up once again so you guys can see the exact location that I am, but nonetheless, this is it. From here we don't have to waste time driving around wasting bullets on enemies. We literally just park up and sit back, watch some YouTube videos, eat our food, crack some jokes, and we are getting paid. This is why I've got to say it is by far one of the best, if not the best method right now to farm some insane money from. And I must also add, this is only the first part to this method. There is still another part to come which will be increasing our money, which will be earning us more money, and also in case you guys forgot from the intro, I'm also going to be showing you how you can increase and earn some bonuses whilst you're just doing this. So as you guys can see on screen right now, as soon as the challenge is over, it only takes 10 minutes for sitting AFK, we receive a nice 21k. Now if that wasn't good enough, like I said, as soon as that finishes, all you guys want to do is drive up to where I am, pull up your interaction menu, go down to SecuroServe, go down to VIP work this time, and then we want to start executive search, and then bang, as you guys can see, it starts straight away because we're already sitting in the executive search, plus we're still underground. Now if you guys remember earlier on the video, I said a lot of people are going around in public sessions just doing crates. So to be honest with you, the majority of people won't even acknowledge you in their session. We're actually in a public session right now, as you guys can see on screen, and we never actually got bothered once, and I've done this for a good 4 or 5 hours earlier today. So if you guys remember, that's the reason why I started the most wanted challenge first rather than the executive search, because once you guys start the most wanted challenge, you and your association will be put on passive mode. So even if players in your session want to come over and try bother you and kill you, they still won't be able to, so they'll end up giving up. By the time you get around to doing this executive search, it's more than likely they're going to think, fuck those guys, they're just in passive mode acting like bitches underground. And as you guys can see, exactly like my most wanted challenge just a second ago, I'm going to fast forward this gameplay, and as soon as 10 minutes passes, instead of getting 21k, we get a nice 25 35k this time, taking my total to 46k for just sitting AFK under a bridge. And this is what I'm saying to you guys, when I emphasize how epic and sick this method is, I legit mean this is a sick method to farm out. And as you guys can probably see, all I done was drive 5 seconds back to the most wanted spot, pull up my interaction menu, go down to VIP challenges, bang, most wanted started again. And it is as simple as that. You can literally keep on repeating this process as much as you like. Now, this is good enough as it is. I was doing this method right here perfectly for weeks on end until recently I thought to myself, hold on a second. You guys know I'm the man when it comes to making legit money on this game. So we're even able to increase this by using our brain after the latest DLC. So what you guys are seeing right now is from my perspective, the CEO. However, if I switch things up and go to the associate's point of view, you guys will see that the associate is actually receiving an extra 5k every 15 minutes from SecuroServe, literally just for being my bodyguard, as well as 200 RP every 45 seconds just for sitting next to me. So staying in my proximity, he receives 200 RP as well as 5k every 15 minutes. Now you're able to actually increase that 5k up to 10k very easily. So as you guys just saw on screen, my bodyguard ended up receiving 9k instead of 5k. And basically, to increase your SecuroServe wages, all you have to do is basically do buy missions from your office. So every buy mission that you complete, if you guys don't know what a buy mission is, that's just when you go and get a crate and deliver it to your warehouse. Every time your associate helps you out with one of those, his wages will go up by $500. So by far the best thing to do straight away, as soon as you get on, whoever's the CEO, just do a few of those, because receiving an extra 10k every 15 minutes literally does add up very, very quickly. So as you can see on screen, as soon as we finish that most wanted again, I get another easy 21k, taking my total to a nice 66k already. However, for my associate, he's currently sitting on 86k because he received 2 Securo wages. Plus, if you guys want to work out the maths of 200 RP every 45 seconds, I can't even be bothered to work out the math. All I know, that equals a lot of RP. And as I did mention, I'm not lying when I say we was doing this in a public session. You can see these randoms running around our map. A few even tried to get near us, but like I said, when you're doing the most wanted, it looks like you're in passive mode. So there is very few people in the world that will literally just sit around and look at you for 10 minutes. But like I said earlier as well, most lobbies nowadays only have about 5 or 6, 7 people until people start backing out trying to find empty sessions. So if you do have like 1 or 2 people in your session, don't even bother backing out yet. What you can just try doing is driving more up the tunnel and then start an executive search. That's another great thing about this area. If you guys have played executive search before, you'll know that there's a few different locations in this spot that you can go and hold off. I believe the docks is one, Cypress Flats is another one, and obviously this tunnel where we are right now. So all in all of these executive search places are less than a mile's drive from that tunnel, as you guys can see on screen, literally here in a couple of seconds. Now I'm also going to fast forward this gameplay just to prove to you guys that we do receive another 25k. This is another great thing about this method. The payout never decreases or increases depending on how much you've done it or how long you've spent in certain locations. It is literally the same every single time, and because it's unlimited, as soon as we finish the executive search, bang, all we have to do is start up another most wanted, and that's another 45k in our bank. So not only a very easy method, but also a very well-paying method. Now moving straight onto the 5th and final method in this video, and this just goes to show you that there is literally a method in this video for all of you guys to grind out, and this is once again one of the more funner options. But don't get it twisted, you might have some fun grinding this method, but you can also earn a shit ton of money. If you guys aren't aware, Rockstar Games are actually rolling out a double money and double RP promotion on every single stunt race, including the 5 brand new tracks just released yesterday. Now I'm pretty sure the majority of people are just going to have the old school mentality when doing this double money and double RP grind, trying to invite as many players in as possible and put on as many laps as possible. But in actual fact, this is not the best way to make the most money in the least amount of time. If you guys aren't aware, Rockstar Games are always changing how these payouts work, depending on the time spent, the amount of plays you get, and I am aware that every single person on GTA 5 has a different amount of friends. We will have a different amount of time we can spend on the game. So what I would suggest, if you guys are going to grind out the stunt races with friends, is just like the method earlier, is to create your own playlist and then add a few of these stunt races into your own playlist layer. As always, depending on how long you guys spend on the game, depends on how many races you want to add to your playlist. I would always suggest maybe 3 or 4 races. To be fair, races are pretty short, so maybe like 5 or 6, considering it's double money and triple RP. I did accidentally say double RP, it's triple RP on stunt races, boys. So if any of you guys are looking to rank up, definitely bang out this method. Now, by creating a playlist, we are going to be earning a playlist bonus, but also it's just going to save us a bunch of time going through voting menus and waiting for people to join, etc. So as always, you guys can use the comment section. Just leave a comment along the lines of stunt race so people know that you want to grind out this method. So when you create a playlist, you can just get a nice group of you guys just to smash it back to back. Now, once you guys have created the playlist, the only piece of information I'm going to give you guys with regards to this method, and by far the most important bit of information that I think all of you guys can work off, and that is basically you guys will only get the max payout from any race as long as you've got a minimum of 8 players. So anything from 8 plus won't make a difference, okay? So 8 has to be your minimum if you're looking to get the max payout. So it is quite a few players, but like I said, it's a race, so it's not going to make a difference. It's not like a capture or anything. Now, as far as the timing goes, it is capped at 8 minutes. So if you guys once again are looking to earn the max amount from a race, say if each lap takes you around 4 minutes, you only want to put it on 2 laps. If you guys put it on 3 laps and you do an extra 4 minutes, that is pointless. You guys are going to be earning no extra money. So this is very important you guys take note of this, and I haven't seen one person fully break down how stunt races work here on YouTube, so I did take the time, like I said, to test out everything, time everything, and it really has taken me a long time to put this video together for you guys. So all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below. Nonetheless, and that is going to do it for me, guys. The top 5 best ways to make money as of today. Hopefully you guys do appreciate me, like I said, covering a lot more methods in one big video, so all of you guys will have at least one method that you can grind out and have a bunch of fun. Or even if you get bored of one method, you have an option to hit another different method. And also, as I did mention throughout the video, do be sure to leave a comment down below and find a group of players to grind out whatever method you guys do want to grind out. And also, do feel free to leave a comment and let me know what method you like the most out of these top 5, and I may consider doing another one in the future like this. Nonetheless, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.